bragging. Take your little drawers cause the pants are sagging. Try to cut the dick I will put you in a turban. And have it smelling right like the bone stale urine. Chuckity choco, the chocolate chicken. The rear got diesel, but chicks they were kicking. Yo, bust it out before the buster, not the rhythm and instinct. The round the old time. You bring up the down just like other to yo. Observe the vibe and check out the scenario. Yeah, my man, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Happy Severance Sunday, everyone. How did you guys like episode 9? We have one more episode left of the season. One more episode. And although it seems like a lot happened, but a little bit, for some reason, Severance has a good balance of giving you stuff, but then not giving you stuff to leave you wondering, like, did I learn anything? Did I not? I got answers, but not really. I got more questions and I got answers, but this happened, but did it really happen? I don't know. Whoever write this show is a good balance of making you confused, but feeling like they gave you breadcrumbs and Easter eggs along the way. But y'all know I am not here by myself. I am here with my good pal Charles, who looks like I can use his hat to go and play a video game. How you doing on Severance Sunday?
Hilarious. I'm getting tired of this mystery rigmarole.
Oh, you would never be able to take from. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I started the first season of that, and I was like, nah, it's a lot. But I thought this episode was pretty enlightening. I guess you could say a little bit.
It's like I wanted more, but whenever they gave us more, it made me even more confused than what I already was. It's
Yeah,
like they're giving you stuff and you get more confused than you were before.
I think I
But
got some things figured out. I mean, I'm 100% off the simulation thing now.
are we now? Are we now?
I'm 100% off of that now, but that like we know there is a world now outside of Kier and all this. Considering Irving had to go somewhere, so
But where I want to know what year we're in. Or
oh,
is this whole Kier area just like this a whole area that's like different from the rest of the world? It's like time almost doesn't exist in the correct way in that area. Like I want to know when and where we are. Because once you start talking about Lumen, the technology don't always match the clothes and the
yeah,
cars.
nothing. Yeah, it has a real Batman animated series feeling
Like you
because
just
like
don't
that
know.
was like in the 1930s, I guess. It had that look with the tummy guns and the bubble cars, but I don't know. Everything's a mystery, even the setting. Like
Mhm. What was your overall opinion of this episode?
it was pretty good. It was better than the last one. I think a lot of people got let down by the last episode, even though that episode does lead well into this one, and you start to see like Harmony's motivations, and yeah, it fits. I still feel like it could have taken the last episode and kind of chopped it up into pieces and put them as segments of these other episodes leading up to this one. But it was alright. It was pretty good.
Well, we are going to dive right into this episode. This will be a spoiler filled review. So if you have not seen episode 9, mark this and come back because we are going to spoil it. We're going to talk about our theories and review the whole episode in full. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you all hit that thumbs up. Get us pushed out into the algorithm for more content like this. So we start the episode very oddly. Every time we get around these Egans, they are just the
The
oddest.
most and the least at the same time.
Exactly. If you could describe some people out of a Twilight Zone episode, it would be the Egans. And so we start the episode with Helena going for a little swim. And but I'm like, ain't it's maybe it's a warm pool because you going swimming and then it's like snow outside. What season is it at this point?
It's always snowing year round.
what what season is this for that matter? And then she goes to have breakfast with her dad, and he's just like, I'll just watch you eat. And first of all, I don't even like boiled eggs. I hate boiled eggs. I barely even like eggs. But boiled eggs, she ain't add no salt and pepper to the egg. I was very, very bothered by this. So we just gonna eat a hard boiled egg with no seasoning on it.
Boy, eggs are good. Seasoning or no seasoning, you tripping?
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
You tripping hard.
Ugh.
But I did find the way that she ate that egg to be weird. Like how she sliced it with the slicer and then into like 4, 5 pieces. Like I don't know, it was weird.
Yes,
But
it was into six she sliced that boiled egg into 6 pieces. And then with even in the 6 pieces, she used a knife and a fork to eat to even slice even smaller pieces. I'm like, is
yeah,
this how y'all eat y'all eggs? And then why would you watch her eat her egg? Are you making sure that she's eating or something? Like just to make sure she's not starving herself?
I mean, I felt like that whole scene was oh, she is pregnant. Like that whole scene just read like that to me. Like this whole egg thing and egg and fertility and whatnot, and the way she ate it. And I don't know about James here. Um, I don't know. He seems to be lording over her in this scene, and she has this recurring theme of being trapped, feeling like she's trapped within the Egan family or whatnot. And like he's watching her eat. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's what I'm just like, why are you watching her eat? Like, are you trying to make sure that she's eating, or are you making sure that she eats it in this way,
Yeah,
in
like
this type of
he's lording
ritualistic
over her. I don't
right,
understand.
to try to make sure she's doing something in the correct way. Like I
They
feel
have a very tumultuous relationship.
like
That's
he's micromanaging her. Like maybe he feels like she's kind of a F up. And
yeah.
so he has to like monitor what she's doing and how she's doing it to make sure she's
But
doing
how
it
dare
correctly.
he? He done stole Miss Coble. He done stole folks shit. How he thinks somebody else is screw up.
Mm, exactly. And Severance does nothing by an accident. Everything is very calculated. And so I was looking at different theories about the plate. So it was like these two different people, and it looks like they're like trying to, like they're grabbing a hold of like a child or something.
Yeah, there's a lady in red or something like that.
I think the
Yeah,
other
that's
one is like wearing blue or green.
blue. Yeah.
And the things that I've been looking at is either one, it's like showing two people kind of battling over Mark. Like maybe that's Helena and Heliar, or it could be Gemma and Helena battling over Mark. Then there's another one that kind of like reached deeper down, that was just like, any versus the Audi. Like if that's
Yeah.
like maybe a child, which one is going to take care of the child?
Yeah.
And then there was a whole other theory of like somebody followed a folklore of the whipping boy. And there's like this story of like this prince or something, and basically there was just like a child servant that followed him around who would get punished.
When he
Um,
did some yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
and which is kind of like the any that gets
That is a yeah.
that gets that the any is the one that's getting the grunt of
Taking
everything. The
all the
any gotta go,
hardship.
exactly. The any gotta go to the dentist. The any gotta be the one to give birth. The any gotta be the one to go to work. You gotta send the any on the plane if you have like a fear of flying and stuff like that. So like they're taking your weight when you don't want to.
Yeah, that's wild. You've been reading into this.
I'm trying to figure this out, okay? I'm trying to figure this out because see what y'all not gonna do is have me looking crazy come the season finale. I want to get let me see if I'm on to something here. Okay, y'all drop in the comments and let me know. Did y'all think of anything about the egg she was eating, the way she was eating it, and why it was on that plate, and which
She got
and her
6
weird father?
kids.
If that's your theory, then don't comment.
Oh, you're such a hater.
um, Irving's dog. Okay, that would be my dog. Like you just let anybody come into the house. You're just not even gonna tell me somebody is in my house. That would be my dog. As long as you speak to him, as long as you address him, he really don't care. Okay. So you just let
Yeah,
anybody walk up into my house. So
yeah.
Bert all up in there looking through stuff, trying to
In that
determine.
opening scene, Helena asked, well, no, James asked Helena about Irving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, and Bert already insinuated that he was a hitman or he had done some
He done
things.
done some things in
Yeah,
his
so
day.
and like just him being there in the end dude's apartment or crib or whatever and reading all of his thoughts because he's investigating. And but for Irving to go with him anyway, like there was this trust there that like I know what you up to, I know what you about, I know what you do, but I think what we have is deeper than that. Cause
I
like
would have been
why
scared
else
to get in the
would?
car with Bert though. I'd have been like, I'm straight.
But I'm saying like he was like that at first, but then Bert was like, "Come on, man!"
No,
Like
I'd have been like, nah, you tell me what you used to do back in the day before I hop in this car. Cause you did some things. Now, if
they
you
had.
want me to come with you, you need to give me because y'all be wanting information without giving other people information. Like,
I
nah, if I'm gonna hop in
mean,
here, what did you used to do
it's
before?
there's a level of trust, but it's that there's a difference. Like it's a difference in power here. You know what I'm saying? Irving knew he was between a rock and a hard place. This Their interaction seemed like Irving understood that this was his way out. Like he knew they were onto him. He knew this was the final step. And if Bert wanted to kill him, he just shot him right then and there. So, like, I don't know. There was a lot of unspoken understanding between them two in that moment.
Yeah, you have to be close to somebody to get that telepathy thing going. Cause I'd have been like, where are you trying to take me? Like, are you trying to take me to a torture dungeon? Are you trying to
Uh,
deliver me back to Lumon or something? Are y'all trying to make my any clock back into work? Like, what's going on here?
But so when
And he got that big old dog that ain't do nothing.
yeah, that dog was chilling. What's his name? Roger or something?
Radar or no,
Radar. Yeah, it
radar.
was.
Radar was not working at all. It's a whole you probably got a whole serial killer into the house and y'all just hanging out.
So like, I wonder, like, is Bert severed when he take them to like a severed place, like where he would go there with the person he's about to kill, and he would be severed, and then he has a severed killer personality that kills them.
I don't think so. I mean, that'd be a good idea. But I don't think so. I think he was consciously doing it as the reason why he wanted to be severed.
Like he wanted to be severed so his
So
severed
his,
soul could go to
his
heaven.
so that the any version of him would be innocent. Like I think he wanted a part of him to be innocent because the real him is not innocent at all. But maybe any Bert completely innocent.
Yeah.
No dirt on his name like that. I think that's kind of how I kind of wrapped it up.
So when Fields was like, Bert's husband was like 20 years, it really could have been 20 years because we was suspecting that Fields may have had a touch, like a little bit of dementia, and got
I
the.
didn't think that. I said, I figured he was just like, since you trust this man, let's put all your business out here then. Since then, this your friend, then tell your friend the truth. Yeah, you've been out here
Yeah,
putting people down for about 20 years. Okay.
yeah. Fields was kind of salty about that awesome romance. We gonna get to that though.
Because he said, because I sent you to go to work to save your soul, okay, not meet a soulmate. You didn't do what I asked you to do, okay. So now I'm gonna have to put you on blast. I said, oh Lord, what you know, Milchek just finds a reason to just be an ass. Cause I said, no, why you have to do Soo Young like this,
Oh my
okay?
god, her name is Eustace. Eustace Hong.
Eustace Soo Young Hong
Wong.
Wong.
Eustace. That's a weird name for a woman. Eustace.
Eustace Wong. Anywho, Soo Young was like, so is the the fellowship over? Like, I can't see it through. Milchek was ready to get rid of her lane.
He was he was ready to get rid of her.
He was so sick of
Hey,
her.
he was mean about it.
And he continued to use his big words too.
He did. He did.
just to show her, like, I don't care if you know the meaning or not. We're gonna do this. We're
Yeah.
gonna do this.
She did seem like she wanted to stay. I don't know if she knows the importance of Cold Harbor and the whole thing or whatnot, but you know, she's Miss Coble, but as a child, so she's probably bought into this Kier thing, and she probably wants to see it through. That makes me feel like whatever Cold Harbor is really, really big. Like it's
And
nothing that
yeah.
we really thought of. I mean, we might have thought of it, but I don't know. Cause she wants to stay.
But I
She's
mean, she's a
definitely
child. Children get attached.
yeah, that too. And what
You know, I
and
mean, think
how
about it.
come
She had a full-time job. She was helping oversee a group of adults that, none of the at any point in time where she's ever going to be in danger with any of these adults, because all of the innies are virtually like innocent people. So she kind
yeah,
of like she was comfortable there. And she's like, well, I got to leave these people all, already. And especially if you're like Miss Cobell and you buy into the system, think she organized in her mind how long it's supposed to take me to do this. And I want to do things by the book. And Milchek was like, I don't give a damn about that book. You not only I'm finna get you the hell up out of here, smash that damn stupid ass toy up because I don't like fear anyway. And then we're gonna send you to the school of empathy because you act like you don't have any type of because I'm like, what happened to the little Myrtle School for Girls? Why you send her to the empathy center?
oh, bruh. The empathy center. I'm like, yeah, I'm
And then they
trying
said
to
far away, like she's going far away from her family.
yeah, like, but it's twisted because they want her to be this unfeeling and then to turn around and be like, you need some empathy. She only did what they trained her to do. Like, come on, man.
Exactly. And then try to make it seem like all of this is a good thing. All of this is a big slap in the face. And I can't wait till she's old enough to comprehend this. Like, don't nobody
She,
want no little statue head of Kier. What is she gonna do with this? What
she
is she gonna do
kind
with
of
it?
knew. She kind of already there. I mean, she felt slighted. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way that they just picked her up on the little bus.
Milchek was like, what they say, FTK?
Ah, really?
Yep. And he left it at that.
Yeah,
FTK,
he was, bruh.
you know.
This is kind of a meal check episode a little bit. He went in this episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was definitely on one in this episode. The foolishness that I was waiting to happen. Now, see, Gretchen, why you ain't keep your? I'm not advocating for people to lie, but you know the dude that you have.
Yeah, she ain't have to say that.
Exactly. You know the man that you have. You know he's been a couch potato sometimes. You know he couldn't really keep a job sometimes. You know he do not be paying attention to you and halfway pay attention to them damn kids. You and you wanted to relay this information to him for why? Like what was the reason he needed to know this? Because I feel like I feel like it wasn't for the purpose of you just wanting to be honest with this man. I think maybe she wanted to tell him that because, and maybe thinking that he would like see like your any is better than you. You need to step your game up. But that's not the husband that you have. Of course, he was going to take offense to it because he's a jerk.
Yeah, she wants him to do better. She just doesn't know how to motivate him. And when she sees his Annie being exactly how she wants him to be, who she says he used to be, then yeah, she doesn't know how to like approach it. Cause she wants him to do better. You can tell that there is love there, but she kind of tired of his shit. And it's like, so there's literally a part of you that actually functions, and sadly, that part is trapped at an office building, 8 hours a day. Yeah, so and I can see how he would take offense to that. He knows he's not quality. As the reason why he got severed to begin with, because he sucks at work. So yeah, he knows it. It's just she kind of threw it in his face. So
And that's just like, what did you want to gain from this? What did
yeah,
you want to
like
gain from it?
yeah, I don't know. She could have kept it to herself. But
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not advocating for you to lie, but
but then
like,
she goes to the Annie and then
girl, at this point, you ain't got no man.
and
You can't either
she broke up with both her dudes, who's the same person.
one. But this one like you though. He ain't even got he working and ain't even got no money and made you a ring.
Uh
Child, that high pitched Gretchen at the end of that. I said,
huh. Nah, you don't remember dude from Spider-Man? He was on Spider-Man. He made it was the same voice he had. He was like, do a flip. You don't remember that?
oh, that was him.
That's him, yeah.
You know what? I felt bad for him though because this is he's never known love before until now. You
Yeah,
know,
that was sad. His story, his any story is sad as shit.
and his Audi was just his Audi is like
His Audi deserved to get.
yeah
It's
he's.
crazy. We feel two different things for the same person. But
And
yeah, I can see how his Annie was just defeated after that. But I Annie can quit. How can the Annie just quit?
well, it didn't really work for when Helly tried to do it.
Yeah, she had to send the thing to the person on the outside. Well, I guess it's since his Audi is through with it, and his
And
Annie
I was
already.
just gonna say it might be because his Audi is just like, well, I will quit. I will just quit, and you ain't gonna get to see him no more anyway.
But
So I
then
mean, I guess
even
they on the
then,
same page.
but even then, like your ass can't you can't work. You suck at working. Like
That's just an excuse for him to get even more mad at Gretchen. Because what's gonna
what's
end up
his
happening is he gonna be sitting at the house and he gonna have no
what's his
money,
plan
and he
B?
gonna be like, "It's your fault that I don't work or I don't have a job and I don't have any money. You did this.
Right,
You did this." Because he's one of those
right. What's his plan B?
to blame Gretchen for his downfall. That's the one.
It broke out 3 kids, no work ethic at all. Talking about he about to quit a job.
Exactly, and he's gonna blame Gretchen for it. I'm telling you, watch. She gonna be at the house with sweatpants on and a t-shirt and a bag of potato chips, talking about, well, it's your fault because the job that I had, I quit because of
You was
because of you.
cheating.
Exactly. And now I can't work. And so this is all I have to do. And this is all your fault, Gretchen. This is you did this to us. And so I don't want to hear you complaining because I would have had a job if it weren't for you.
That's wild.
Right. Exactly.
Just like your boy Kingpin gonna do.
What? It's gonna be somebody else's fault when they do something ridiculous. They're gonna blame somebody else. The people who don't understand accountability. It ain't gonna be nobody. It ain't gonna be their fault at all. Nope, you did this to me. It's all your fault. So we take. You're right. Milchek was having a day. Okay, he's having a day.
They
Okay,
was on his ass.
Mark ain't come to work. Soo Young then got shipped off to a boarding school. Helly R / Helly E is like, where is Mark? First of all, and he just wants y'all to leave him the hell alone so he can figure out where the hell Mark is.
He tried to get it together. And then
like,
Dylan
leave me
resigned
alone?
in the middle of all of that. In the middle of all that, Dylan resigns. And like, it's crazy how everybody's just through with Seth's BS. Cause how he was like, leave the door open, and Helly slammed the door. And then Dylan just threw the shit at him.
They are just, you know what? After Cold Harbor, y'all wouldn't probably gonna go have no job anyway. At this point, Seth, they don't need nobody but Mark anyway. Let them do what they want to do because this is their little temporary stint of a job is that. Wrap it up, okay? Wrap it up. They don't even need him. And then Irving got shipped off. You don't have a department anymore. It's just you and a desk, my boy.
Pretty much, and he knows what today is supposed to be, but I feel like he's taking it really well. Like he's taking on their personalities. Like I don't care. I don't give a shit. It ain't done today. Okay, whatever.
Exactly.
He's tired of it. Like
at this point, he's just like, I really am sick of this shit. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of all these higher ups. I'm sick of drumming. Hold on. So wait. I got a little. This scene, I don't know about y'all. But when I watched this scene, it made me think of a movie. Yeah, it might not be the movie y'all think I'm thinking of, but when he did what he did, I thought about this.
Yeah, brother.
You like the way I handle these white boys, D.
Oh, yeah.
You think you feel good to see a black man run thing, huh?
Malcolm X.
But let me tell you something, D.
Yeah, brother.
wow.
I don't know why when that scene made me think of this.
Wow. I'm not as black as you, but I'm there. Yo, ass black as hell.
Because this was the day. This was the day when he was just like, I'm done with y'all. Y'all talk about after he done tried to break himself, fixing paper clips and talking to himself in the mirror. Today he said, F all that. Okay. F all that. You're not gonna be talking to me disrespectful.
Mr. Drummond was wilding though. It's like it's really not his responsibility. You talking about he ain't coming to work? That's on you. You the outside man. I'm the inside man. I worry about what his innie does. His innie ain't here, so it's your fault. And and the way he told him that. What did he say? Buddy said, yo, chill out with the big words.
Right. Because back in the day, what they used to call black people who knew big words, had an education, had a little money,
Man,
uppity
bro, his
Negroes.
ass
They
was
basically saying,
ugly.
we don't want you being an uppity Negro here. We want you to be, yes, sir. I hear what you're saying. Yes, boss, I got it. And when he don't talk like that, and then he be saying words that they know damn well they don't understand because they ignorant as hell. Just like, oh, don't be trying to come above us with this.
Pretty
And
much.
today, Seth was like, no.
He tried. Bro kept pushing his buttons. Like he told him, I apologize. Nigga said sorta. Yo, really? Really?
Him and his little wig that he be having on. Oh, Drummer get on my nerves with that little hair.
Oh man.
I said, I bet you this gonna be the last time he get in his face.
Oh yeah. That shut him up real quick.
About some foolishness. He said, I'm sick of this today. I've had a day, and you the last straw. I don't have time for this. Okay, y'all take the outside problems to the outside. Okay, when they come in here, then maybe we can talk about something. But take them outside problems to the outside. I got enough stuff to worry about because the innies in here ain't doing what they supposed to do. I'm tired. I'm
Oh
tired.
yeah.
Leave me alone for now. But y'all, if y'all are just now joining us and you have not already, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you are new here and have not hit subscribe, why haven't you? Go ahead, hit subscribe. Want to say thank you and shout out to all the channel subscribers, all the channel members. We got a little bit left of this episode to talk about. We'll be right back.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a beautiful
Thank you.
wedding. What a
Thank you.
beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
Bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame. What a shame. The poor groom's bride
Thank
is
you.
a whore. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing a goddamn door. No, much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of.
So we ain't gonna stay on this too long because we already talked about Bert. And that's the same thing I be thinking, Bert. And every time I see Irving, I think of the same thing. And I'm like, again, I know Severance doesn't do anything by accident. So I know this was purposeful.
Yeah.
How they had that. But I think of the same thing actually. So Irving went on and got on that midnight train to Georgia. Him and his useless dog. And I hope that Bert does not get in trouble about this because I feel like maybe they sent him to have I think they wanted to send him somewhere else for forever sleep.
To a farm up. To a farm upstate.
I think they sent him. They wanted to send him, 6 feet under. It's probably what the plan was. Per his previous employment, is what I'm guessing. Is that they had a plan for him? They said, "Oh, you've been plotting behind." Cause think about it. He's been investigating Lumon, and was like, "Oh no, we can't have that. You gonna have to take your boy down through there."
Yeah,
and
but
you know what we mean.
We still don't know who Irving was talking to on the phone. Whoever he was working with to investigate Lumon. The biggest thing that stuck out to me though with this scene was Bert actually contemplated leaving with Irving. I don't know. I mean, he has a whole entire other life there, but at the same time, his innie and outie cared enough about Irving to spare his life in this situation, and he contemplated leaving with him. I'm wondering why. Why is he staying? And I'm also wondering, like, will we see Irving again? Like,
I'm sure we will, because whoever he was talking to on the phone when he come up missing and that them calls don't come in. And why is there a phone booth
Yes, there's a phone. Have we seen cell phones outside? Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
have. I mean, there's phone booths
Helly
now
pulled that one
still.
before.
He had to use a phone booth because is you can't like track a phone booth.
When the last time you seen a phone booth?
I've seen a phone booth. There's phone booths around here.
I ain't seen no phone booth in years.
It's a couple of months ago.
I ain't seen no phone booth. A working one?
I don't know. It could have been a skeleton of a phone booth.
See,
But
this was a working phone booth. I ain't seen no working phone booth.
they exist. They exist.
I want to see
Yeah.
somebody raise your hand if you've seen a working phone booth and people actually going in the phone booth to
Oh
talk.
my god.
But if he don't make his calls that he normally do, the people that Irving was talking to gonna go come looking for him. I
Yeah.
think that Bert did want to leave, but he has a job to do. Like, and he didn't want he's trying to get it both ways. He's trying to keep it in good with Lumen and make sure that Irving is safe. But now when we're straddling the fence here,
Yeah. I just
it's
wonder
not
who
always gonna work.
I wonder who saw that because Lumen is probably watching Bert. I mean, you're the cleanup man. Like you have the most dirt. You have the most knowledge of the dirt. So of course somebody is watching you. That's how I see it. But I don't know. I'm just these are like the two highest billed actors on the show. So I'm kind of hoping they stick around. I just don't know how. Like I just
Because
kind of
there's so much of their backstory we still don't know. So
yeah, and it's a lot with Irving. We definitely don't know like what is Irving even up to. So his story seems very incomplete if it ends right here.
we just go into a new level or a new chapter. So I'm definitely sure this is not the end. So I feel like Cold Harbor has to do with these two.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. I saw it was something I was watching. It was talking about how their ID numbers are the same or something like that. Helly R's ID number is the same like case file number as Cold Harbor.
Right.
Yeah, so like we kind of suggested that they were transferring consciousness. I mean, it just seems like transferring consciousness from Helena to get to Gemma doesn't seem big enough to hide it like this. And why is Mark a necessity for this to happen?
I don't think it's about transferring consciousness of one. I think that they want to study the consciousness as it relates to death. I think Gemma's last test is they want to test maybe death out on an any or something. Somehow or another, somebody is a test of death is going to happen, and I don't think that they plan for Gemma to walk out of that testing room.
Yeah. I mean, I felt that too when they was doing the episode showing her being tested by the doctor dude. And they told the doctor guy like, oh, you can't get too attached or whatnot because she ain't gonna be here when everything is over with. So I could see that, but James here showed up and was like, first off, he called her Helly, and then he said she lied to him. So what the hell?
I'm not sure if that was about. I was thinking something about Irving. Maybe she lied to him about Irving. They're supposed to maybe
Maybe
take
they
him out.
know that he didn't kill him.
That maybe they just sent him away.
Why the hell
Or
Helly
it
though?
also could be about her messing around with good old Mark. Like maybe she said it was like it was one time for.
Yeah, but Helly ain't the one that lied to him. Helena would be the one that lied to him. So why his ass on the 7th floor talking to Helly?
Maybe does he even know how it works? Like you talking to like Helly? Oh, I know why. It goes back to season 1. Helly did lie to him. Remember when they did the overtime contingency
Yeah.
and it switched, and so it wasn't Helena, it was Helly that met him on that night, and Helly was pretending to be Helena.
Ah,
So Helly did lie to him because she was pretending to be somebody else. She was pretending to be Helena. She did lie.
man, that's it. Bro held a grudge for a long time. It's been months.
He's an odd one, I also like to point out episode 9, The After Hours, has the same title of a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, I saw that. It's the one about the mannequins.
About the mannequins.
I actually saw that. I mean, I'm a Twilight Zone fan.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite hip hop artists is like he kind of answers the question, what if hip hop existed in the Twilight Zone? So I actually got that reference when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, I remember the episode. But I was watching this review video the like Friday, and they were talking about there's another Twilight Zone episode that relates to this episode too. About a guy named Mr. Casey or something like that. They're relating it to Miss Casey. Like he didn't have free will or something like that.
Got it. And I don't know if how they related to this episode of Twilight Zone, but in the episode of Twilight Zone called The After Hours, it was about mannequins who were able to get like some kind of something happened to where they could be human for like a day.
Yeah, they would switch places.
But one of them forgot that she was a mannequin and that she wasn't human. And if we look at it about Miss Casey / Gemma, was this always supposed to be Gemma's fate? Was she always working for Lumon? Was her going out to meet Mark only for Lumon? And maybe she wasn't supposed to fall in love with Mark the way that she did.
And that's what I said. I was like, when she met Mark was lame as hell. How did he pull that?
Well, damn, just
Nah, I'm being
Mark,
real.
Mark just ain't got no juice then, huh?
He didn't. That was terrible. It was a terrible meeting when I saw that, and it stood out. It stood out to me. I was like, "Yo, bro has zero game. Like, how is he pulling this, and how is it working so well?" But it would make sense if she was just there to do that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe an experiment on, and maybe he was just somebody that they randomly picked. Maybe he wasn't even picked for, for being Mark. It was just like, hey, just go up to this random guy and see if we can make this happen.
So Gemma is multi-severed, and even the original is severed. So we don't know what the original is.
Exactly. Like which one is the real? I need some more information on the real Gemma and some more backstory before her and Mark met. Maybe I might just need to go back and watch that episode of the Twilight Zone and really get some background information. But they didn't name it that by accident.
Oh no, this whole series is very heavily inspired by Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely tell that. Like the Outer Limits. What was that other one? Tales from the Dark Side.
And I love me some Twilight Zone. All those shows that make you think.
Weird anthology shows.
Mm-hmm.
They were ahead of their time. Twilight Zone talked about like race and stuff way back.
Mm-hmm. And they said if they see they and the purpose of just a little background information on Twilight Zone is that they figured if they can put it in something as science fiction, they could get away with it more than just being straight out with it. Because some people can't handle conversations like that, and they said that's fine. We'll wrap it in science fiction and fantasy and horror, but we still gonna get the point across. That was
Yeah,
it. That was their whole point, is that they wanted to explain discrimination and prejudices and hatred
yeah.
in a
It's
in a way to get people to look at it from a different perspective.
yeah, they was woke.
Shout out to Twilight Zone. So Miss Cobell got a lot of explaining to do, because why did they need to go to the birthing center where there's a severance program to where, and did they even tell Mark S that beforehand, that him going there, the Any was going to flip, which tells me that the severance program, reintegration is not done.
Yeah, I mean he's not reintegrated and he's sick because of it. He
Mm-hmm.
also kind of stopped halfway, but well, I think he knew they were going there to flip to Mark S, so they could have Mark S interact with Miss Cobell. Um, I'm just not sure what the point of that was going to ultimately be, because when Devin first called Miss Cobell, I'm thinking she's about to help him reintegrate, and she might be about to help him reintegrate, but I don't know. She did say something that was weird. She was like, once Cold Harbor is finished or whatever, Gemma is dead or something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, it's something. I'm still feeling like they're trying to use Gemma's body as a vessel of some sort. Like, and I think it's more than just like Helly or Helena. It's not just her, even though like a part of me thinks she's double crossing her pops and trying to take the body for herself because she wants Mark. And
But
she
how
want,
does
and it's
Cobell play into, like, what did she knows more about the severance program
she knows
than
what's going on.
what we let know. I feel like there's a different part of the severance program that we have yet to tap into. Like,
Yeah,
especially since it was her design, I feel like maybe there's another feature or something that's within the severance program that she's not telling us. And whatever this other feature is that they're doing, she knows about it.
yeah. I think she knows the. I think that was an original intention for Severance, and
Mhm.
whatever that was, she knows exactly what that is. Like she knows what they originally intended the Severance program for, and how they're using it now is like a scratching of the surface of what it's really supposed to be used for. I
Mhm.
just don't know why she needs any Mark to to further their investigation, or does she need any Mark to help the reintegration? I'm just not sure why they had to risk all this espionage spy shit to sneak into these cabins. And then did she say something about Devin was one of James uh
Girls, which
yeah,
means
girls.
that I think she was saying, like, she's a pregnant person who signed up to be severed.
Oh, so like you're not thinking that maybe James got a bunch of several women running around?
A bunch of severed baby mamas. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might. That might explain, because he act like he damn sure don't like Helena. That he might be trying to have a child that he actually like. I don't know, but I do know one thing, that it said a lot that there is a group of people who know that you can be severed just to have a baby.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like classified information.
Yeah, I mean, because the person that we saw doing it, she was a wealthy lady or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That is kind of a
Devin
word of
knew
mouth
nothing
thing.
about that.
And that might be the code to like he know like we're here because she's severed so she can come and have this baby. Because as you can see, Devin was sitting in the passenger seat pretending to be pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the baby and where is Rickon?
I don't know. I forgot all about Rick in the last 2 episodes.
Rickon working on his second novel.
Oh man, he's busy trying to sneak in messages.
But y'all,
Sneak
this
in
was
obvious messages.
yes, he is just something else. But yeah, this was episode 9 of Severance season 2. Let us know in the comment section what are your theories and thoughts for the season finale, episode 10. The episode is supposed to be an hour and 15 minutes for the season finale. So I hope we get some answers. And I'm glad that they extended it. That shows that they got a story to tell and that we're gonna learn something new. Because I hate when season finales cut us short, but since they gave us some extra few minutes in this, I'm really happy about that. I'm excited to watch. Anything that you're expecting for the season finale?
Man, I hope we get a definitive answer for this Cold Harbor thing. Like, I feel like if we get that answer, it ends the show. so I don't know if they're gonna give us an outright answer, but I'm hoping for something more from that specifically.
I definitely want to know too. Well, thank you all for joining us for another Severance Sunday. Drop your theories for episode 10 in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the birthing center being severed. How you feel about Dylan and Gretchen. How you feel about Milchek being fed up with everybody. They done sent Sue Young away to school. How do you feel about Irving and Bert in this episode? And Helly and her strange egg breakfast. Put your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you will be notified when we come back to review season 2, episode 10, Daredevil on Thursdays. We'll see y'all soon.
I need the cash, I need it fast. I treat the stash like it's up for grabs. On the road to the riches, my foot on the gas. I'm chasing success like it's my last. I wake up in the morning, thank the Lord that I made it here. I was so close to the edge like a bad bitch, baby help. I turn a little nothing into something, like I put a bun in the oven. I first get bread like a newborn. If you want with me going through storms, then you can't make it rain with me. You ain't in the struggle when the struggle trying to hustle. Don't play with me. You sleep for a week, you spend the day with me. Look at my shoes, had problems even lacing it. If I handed you my talent in a cup, you know dry niggas are probably end up wasting it.